are starting our next chapter, that is transport in plants. Uh, Transport in plants, if we are talking about what does the term transport means? Transport means that something is going from one place to another. Like you all know that we are using means of transport, like buses are there or bikes are there, car is there. So these means of transport are doing what? They are making us to move from one place to other place. In the same way, in case of plant, what happen? The things has to be passed from one place to another place. But which thing has to be passed from one place to other? Because we know that plant never move in terms of they do not change their place from one place to other, except for the creepers जिनकी branches grow कर जाती हैं किसी भी direction में, or the plant have the branches which widens, but it doesn't move from one place to other like we are moving from we are moving from Prayagraj to Delhi or Prayagraj to foreign. The plants are not moving on their own. So how do the or what is the need of transport in them? Well, so we know that plants are needing this transport for one reason, and that reason is to make the transport of food, water, minerals which plants require or they get from certain sources which are there either around them or inside them. So from that they have to transport food, water, mineral, ions are there, even gases are also there which are needs to be transported. So for that we are studying here how it is going to happen in the plant. Food and that water and minerals I have taught you about. So we know that food are made in the plant itself in the specific structure that is called chloroplast with the help of pigment called as chlorophyll. फूड तो प्लांट के अंदर बन गया, तो इट हैज टू ट्रांसपोर्ट विद इन. वाटर, मिनरल्स, आयंस, वी नो दैट plants absorb it from the soil and takes it. In certain epiphytic plants means those plants which grow on the other plant. They do not grow on the soil. So they grow on the other plant. I am not saying about those parasitic plant as a epiphytic who have root. Then also they grow as a parasitic plant over other plant, like Cuscuta is there, Amarbela आपने नाम सुना होगा. I'm not talking about that kind of plant. I'm basically talking about epiphytic plant which are not parasitic, but they are just growing over the surface of any plant or the tree. Like example is orchids are there which are epiphytic over the mango plant. And this can be easily observed in the Goa region. वहाँ पे आपको मैंगो के ऊपर ऑर्किड दिख जाएगा, ऑर्किड का प्लांट विच इज एपिफिटिक प्लांट. सो बेसिकली फूड एंड वाटर कहाँ से मिला? सॉइल से. एपिफिटिक प्लांट जो होंगे वो एयर में मॉइस्चर प्रेजेंट है उससे ले लेंगे वाटर. और मिनरल्स की बात रही तो डस्ट उसके ऊपर ब्रांचेस के ऊपर लैंड होगी या डेड टिश्यूज होंगे उनसे वो मिनरल्स एब्जॉर्ब कर लेंगे. Gases, if I'm talking about, so you know that about gases from your class 10th and 9th, that gaseous exchange occurs through stomata. But it occurs through stomata, but from stomata it reaches to the leaf and then other parts which require it for the process of either respiration or for the process of photosynthesis. So that gas is also needed to be transported in the plant. How it is occurring? Let us study that. We know that food is transported in the plant through phloem, and water is transported in the plant through xylem. Xylem and phloem. Phloem is transporting food and xylem is transporting water. Phloem is also transporting the other things which are synthesized inside the leaf, like hormones are there. So that are also transported through it only because these are directly coming from the leaf of the plant. And xylem is also transporting the minerals which are coming from the soil or from the sources in epiphytic plant, like dust and other sources are there in epiphytic plant. From that they are absorbing the water. Now the question arises, like suppose I am making roughly tree here. This is a rough tree here I am just making. So food is made on this portion, that is the leaf which is on the above side. और आपको पता है कुछ प्लांट में छोटे छोटे लीव्स होती हैं, न्यू लीव्स. These are arising on the tip which are red in color, that are too small to do anything. So leaf buds are also there at the tip or at the sides, everywhere these are there. and leaf is making food, and food is getting transported through the transport system, or we can say vascular bundle which is having phloem. आपने midrib देखा है, veins देखा है, उसके अंदर रहते हैं ये, उससे ये ट्रांसपोर्ट करेगा phloem के थ्रू. Now question arises, in which direction phloem has to transport the food? Either it has to transport to the above side to this growing region, or it has to transport the food to the lower side, क्योंकि आपको पता है नीचे ट्री के रूट्स हैं, रूट्स आर ऑल्सो ग्रोइंग टिल द प्लांट इज हैविंग लाइफ. Like I have given you example ki trees can be so much old, like Taxodium distichum plant, which is also known as big tree of Tulle, found in Mexico. It is of how many years old? More than, you can say 4,500 years old. Yani approximately between 4,500 to 5,000 years old that tree is. तो आप सोच सकते हैं आप कि उसकी रूट्स कितनी बढ़ गई होंगी. So it has to transport the food to the root portion also and to the टिप पोर्शन ऑल्सो, यानी जो टॉप पोर्शन होगा. इन केस ऑफ फ्लोएम या इन केस ऑफ ट्रांसपोर्ट ऑफ फूड, इट इज बाई डायरेक्शनल. बाई डायरेक्शनल मीन्स इट हैज टू ट्रांसपोर्ट द फूड टू द लोअर डायरेक्शन ऑल्सो, and it has to transport the food to the upper direction also. So in your book it is given that the transport of food or the transport of things through phloem, like hormones also I have given example, it is bi-directional. Bi-directional means it will occur both on the above side and on the lower side. Phloem is having bi-directional transport of the things. Now we are coming to the xylem. Xylem means जैसे कि आपने देखा root है, root will absorb water के molecules and root will also absorb that minerals which are found around it. ना रूट्स आपको पता है जनरली प्लांट्स पे सॉइल पे ही रहेगी. ये एपिफिटिक प्लांट है तो भी वो सरफेस पे रहेगी. देन इट हैज टू गो टू द अपवर्ड साइड. So generally the transport of water or the transport of the things through xylem is in upward direction. Like root से absorb हुआ, it will go on the above side. अब आप बोलेंगे मैम upward side direction तो है, but वो फिर branches में भी जाएगा. Yeah, it will go to the branches also. Like it will go to the branch, other things it will go. But what thing it is doing? It is from going directly. अगर आप overall देखोगे तो it is going from the lower side to the upper side. ये lower side से ऊपर की ओर जा रहा है. That's why it is said as a unidirectional transport is occurring through xylem, and that is also from lower side to the upper side it is occurring. Next thing, the transport of food through phloem is called as translocation. Food जो transport होता है, the food which is getting transported through phloem, that is called as translocation. Movement of food within the plant through phloem is called as translocation. Then I have also given example of that gases also ki how do the gases are getting transported. So gases are getting transported by the process of diffusion. What is diffusion? I think you all are familiar, 9th or 10th में पढ़ाया जाता है. But I am telling you, diffusion is the process of transfer of something from the region of higher concentration to the region of lower concentration. कोई चीज़ अपने higher concentration से lower concentration पे चली जाए, then that is called as a diffusion. This diffusion can occur, can be gaseous, gas to gas, can be gas to liquid. जैसे आपको पता है water में भी oxygen and CO2 dissolve हो जाते हैं, either naturally or in lab it can be done. So it can be gas to liquid, it can be solid to solid also. Diffusion solid में भी हो सकता है, and this you all have seen in your junior classes when the chalkboard was used by the teacher, that जिसमें chalk से वो लिखते थे, that basically. So whenever they used to rub the board, then also you could have seen certain alphabets or the certain things could be written over the board. आपको लगता था कि अभी ये सही से साफ नहीं हुआ, दिख रहा है. But that was not the fault of teacher. That was the process of diffusion. Which diffusion it was? Solid to solid diffusion it was. So I think you have got diffusion could be of different kind. But here diffusion is just telling you, like we know that through stomata gaseous exchange is occurring. Now what happens, plant के अंदर suppose what happened, जो भी गैस का amount excess है and plant doesn't need, तो it will move out. Why? Because inside the cell concentration is more as compared to the outer environment, and suppose it has taken the gases, then inside the cell the ratio of the gas would be low, so it will move from the region of higher concentration to those tissues which are having zero concentration or very low concentration of that gas. So it could be any molecule, like I have told you, water का भी हो सकता है, gas का भी हो सकता है, solid का भी हो सकता है. Here we are discussing gas diffusion. And like the diffusion of gas, अगर हम यहाँ भी बात करें तो in this room, like continuously I am breathing, I am using oxygen, and you know that this is the room, so it is inside the periphery, there is no plant, एक भी plant नहीं है. So how do the oxygen is coming? As I am continuously breathing, oxygen should get, scarcity of oxygen should occur, like sometimes we feel suffocated inside the lift, जो चारों ओर से बंद होता है. So why it's not occurring here? Reason is that, yes, the reason is diffusion only. The reason is that here the concentration of CO2 is more, and in the outer atmosphere concentration of oxygen is more. So these molecules are moving out, and that oxygen molecules are coming around me, and these are balancing the ratio of the gases. That is the diffusion, movement of something from the region of higher concentration to the region of lower concentration, that is called diffusion. यही diffusion अगर एक semi permeable membrane के through होगा, like in your skin it occurs. जैसे आप oil massage करोगे तो आपके skin के अंदर चला जाता है oil का कुछ ratio, उसके nutrients. So that is the diffusion which is occurring through the semi permeable membrane, when that is called as osmosis. Diffusion through semi permeable membrane is called osmosis. Yeah, movement of something from the region of higher concentration to the region of lower concentration is called as diffusion. That is called as diffusion. और अगर ये membrane से हो जाएगा तो that is called as osmosis. Movement of something from region of higher concentration to lower concentration through semi-permeable membrane is called osmosis. Then what happened inside the, like we know that ki plasma membrane has hydrophilic and hydrophobic, and that certain things are allowed to enter inside the membrane, others are not. Like plasma membrane is lipid bilayer, lipid की bilayer है, यानी कि lipid है, lipid will just repel the water को वो repel कर देगा, कुछ molecules को नहीं आने देगा. So when the certain molecules are not allowed to enter through the, because of the nature of the membrane which is there, in that case in the membrane certain proteins are there, protein channels मतलब protein के structure होंगे जिसके बीच में gap होगा, from that the molecules can be passed. So these protein channels are there. Now what happen, these allow the passage of those molecules which are not allowed by the membrane to pass through. These passages which allow certain molecules which are not allowed to pass through the membrane, but these protein channels are allowing, these are found in the membrane. These can be large sized and allowing the different molecules to pass through, and these are called porins. इन channels को क्या बोल देंगे? Large protein channels को. These are called porins. The example is given here in your book, aquaporins. Aqua means water, porins means protein channels. That means protein channels which are allowing water molecule to move inside the cell membrane. These are called aquaporins, because you know that the cell membrane is lipid bilayer, it will always repel the liquid, so that's why it is there.